Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm Jeannie and I run Hook and Yarn by Jeannie. I'm a crochet business and I specialise in Amigurumi. I do crochet vlogs, market prep vlogs and just anything crafty. If you're new here, if you're not new here, thank you for coming back for another video. It was quite bold of me to be filming this video when I haven't even edited the last video, which was meant to be out about 3 weeks ago. I'm sorry. I really do try. I film like loads and then editing just kind of gets put to the back of the list. Anyway, this is going to be day 4 of my Amigurumi challenge. This is going to be day 3 of my Amigurumi challenge. So if you haven't watched day 1 and 2, go back on my channel and watch those. And basically the rules are simple. I get 30 days, 30 different Amigurumi ideas, and the main rule is that I cannot follow a pattern. So 2026 is the year that I want to become a pattern writer, and the whole idea is that I do this as I go, write down the pattern, and then one day write it up, ready to be released. So I am not doing it in an order. Basically, I'm on day 3, and the list has changed a little bit from day 1, mainly because I lost it. And then I replayed back the video of day 1 and I was like, I don't want to do all of that. So I've got 26 so far. I'll think of the other 4 later. I think today, and this is quite an exciting one because it's one that I've really been looking forward to, I'm going to do a mermaid. Which is probably going to be quite the challenge. Am I going to do a mermaid? I feel like it's quite complicated. I wanted to do a pig, but then I realised I don't have the right shades of pink. Hang on, let me see. Let me check my scrap and see what other shades of pink I've got. Maybe I'll do pig, because it is like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So it's getting on time-wise. And I do think mermaid might be a full day activity, you know? So maybe I could do the pig. And then I have an idea of what I want to do for the pig. And it's not going to be quick, but it's not going to be like elaborate. So maybe I could then go on to do the bee that I want to do, which isn't one of my normal bees. But we'll get to that. Okay, so let's go and find some yarn. This is another thing. I've lost the list of the challenge, but I've also lost the drawings and the patterns I did for the first 2. So because I did drawings, I didn't want to do it in my notebook, because my notebooks are nice. I did it on some plain paper. And then the patterns, because they were like making changes to them and I was scribbling things out. And again, that's not a nice notebook activity. I did it on the back of the paper and they've all just gone. I mean, they can't be far. They must have either ended up in the bin, or I'm hoping in a box somewhere. Let's find some paper to do this and then we'll move. Tell you what, I'll just rip a piece out of my notebook. Okay, because look how pretty my notebook is. It's got lemons on. Right, this was the first design I did, because I had in my head that maybe I wanted it like my loaf cats or the capybaras. But now I don't know if I want it a little bit bigger. So I feel like pigs are quite niche. No one's going to go and just buy a pig. If they're buying a pig, they're buying a pig because they like pigs. You know, like capybaras are very in at the moment. So now I'm thinking, make it a bit bigger. Like, well, I guess like that. Quite big ears. And then come out in a decent body. Legs with hooves, maybe. And then tail. And then that bit. So I have these 2 pinks, or these two. So I'm going to start in the dark and start with the snout. Go from there. I'm gonna do back loop, I think. I don't know if the snout's big enough. I've done back loops, so it gives it that. I really don't know. Snout's big enough or not. Don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go film some stuff for TikTok, watch a little bit of something on Netflix and then come back. Okay, I've been busy. I started watching Coming Online and then forgot I was going to be filming. So I made a pig body, 2 piggy ears, and so far 3 little piggy legs. Changed ever so slightly from the plan because the plan was long, thin legs. I made it and it just didn't look right. So I've gone for shorter legs. And I'm going to have it sort of like laying and splooting like that rather than stood up. Because I don't know, I just... Oh, maybe, I don't know. It just feels like it doesn't look right. But we'll see. I need to make another leg. And then I need to make the tail and then I'm going to sew it all together. Okay, so I have the tail. I was worried when I was doing it that I changed too many. Because I was like, it's really long. But now it's curled up properly. I think it's good. So first things first, I'm going to just close this off so I know where I can actually position the tail. I'm going to put the tail on last because I feel like it'll get in the way while I'm sewing the other limbs on. I'm not happy at all with them. This one's not awful. This one's really not great. So I'm going to cut them off. I'm going to cut them off. And I'm going to start again. For the ears, obviously. And then also, I have just signed up to a market on Saturday, which is a little bit stressful. Because Saturday just gone, I sold most of, well, like a good amount of my stock. Which means I'm going to have to need better scissors for this, really. So I'm going to have to replace everything. So when I've finished this, I'm going to have to do a little bit of market prep, which I might film for another video. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know. Okay, one ear's off. Yeah, I'm not happy with it. I think it's too big. I don't know. He's finished. Okay, I've started with some pain. Well, I had pain earlier and I was like, okay, painkillers. It's gotten bad enough now that I need my tetanus machine. So, I'm going to show you him and then I'm going to do market prep off camera because it's getting a little bit much. But here he is. I love him. Like, I'm really proud of this. And I think, so what I had to redo the tail. So if you look at the difference, that was the original one. There's a big difference in length. I did think it was going to be too long when I was doing it. And then I sewed it on and was like, So, he's got a little curly tail. He's got his little tootsies. So he's kind of like splooting. Look at him. I'm so proud. So I think without the mistakes, I'll probably come about an hour, which I think is quite good, and I think that could be good for market prepping. So I might, not now because I need to test and stuff, for my next market, I might make more of him and see how they go. So yeah, thank you for coming to day 3. I'm probably going to include day 4 in this video, so I won't say bye. But yeah, thank you for watching this bit.